Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. We got some social distancing going on and Larceny barrel proof.
We're going to test it! Contagion style, baby.
Barrel proof weeded bourbon style.
Okay. All right, cask strength. This has been, it's funny because the Larceny, when it first came out, was everywhere. Very affordable, 22 bucks.
Still is.
Good. This comes out and hard to find, even allocated.
Yeah, like most barrel proofs. Most are. And what I noticed just before we went live, they've labeled this batch number A120, which is the same numbering system Elijah Craig is using.
They must have caught it.
A, I'm sure,
is the
first batch.
Right.
1 for January, 20 for the year 2020.
Got it.
61.6% ABV, proof 123.2%. This is a weeded bourbon, and I generally like weeders.
I like weeders too.
It does have a nice smell and pause. And coin number 435, by the way.
433.
Good color.
Challenge coins, yes.
Good color on the Larceny.
Hit my nose with the Glencairn. Hit that big old hunk of nose.
Sweet.
Cinnamons.
Cherries, cinnamons, oak.
Yeah, cinnamon and oak. Huh, okay. I was trying to find the cherry. I think I got a little bit.
Caramels.
Cinnamon.
Rich caramel. Cinnamons. Dusty oak.
All right, higher ABVs, carrying a little more richness, syrupy, corn syrupiness. Finish is very popcorn. Did I say corn? Corn?
That's good because I was going to say candy corn and sweet cream corn.
There you go.
So definite corn.
Corn? I was expecting a little bit more of those floral notes that I'll get from weeders sometimes.
Still sweet, a little bit of spice. Could be the ABV. Not a rye spice, shouldn't be any rye in it. It's a weeder. But still, I mean, you can still get some spiciness without the rye.
I was going to cap it. I didn't even see where you brought over the drop out.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Must have been the social distance.
Really, really rich. Nice sweet caramels, cinnamons, oak. Little astringent, not too bad. Probably the high ABV.
And the ABV is 61.6%. That is high. That's a nice high. I just put a drop of water in there. I probably need a little bit more water.
I'll tell you, so this beats my expectations. It's the richness of it. It feels more aged than I was expecting. It really feels on par and on line with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof being a 12-year-old. I don't think this is 12 years old. If it was, I think they would put it on there. So you're probably looking at 7, 8, 9. That 7, 8, 9 years has really paid off in this, and I think it makes it, to me, it comes off older. Maybe it's the ABV, but there's just a lot of cask influence going on here.
Really? See, I don't think this compares nearly as well with the Elijah Craig. I mean, on proof, but that's it.
Well, I'm just saying expectation-wise, I didn't expect it to be quite this rich, quite this much of a mouthfeel, bring that much of a presence. Larceny, 92 proof, maybe 94 proof. That's the standard release. You know, it's good. It's a weeder. It's lighter. It's smoother.
Especially going at $22.
This does to the Larceny, the regular Larceny, what Jack Daniel's barrel proof does to Jack Daniel's. You see what I'm saying? It's not much of an improvement, if you ask me.
Man, I don't know. I need to go with the Larceny right next to it. Because I remember having low expectations of the regular Larceny at $22.95 or whatever. And they had a big shelf of it. And then we picked it up and I was like, that is a really good $22 whiskey. And that's right where I felt it should have been. This, I actually thought was going to be a little more velvety, and it's not. But let me tell you what it is.
Water, I think, has helped it. I put in a drop and a half of water. It's actually made it more velvety, more mouth coating. Doesn't feel like it hurt the ABV.
I will agree with you with that, because I kept adding drop of water. And it definitely made it more of like, I get stronger cinnamon bursting notes. I get, it's almost like the hard cinnamon candy with the red wrapper.
Brock's?
Yeah. Well, they don't call it Cinnacan Bundy.
I forgot my iPad.
Oh, I don't know what you scored. I didn't see it. I'm still going to say, though, well, good. Let me sip a few more.
I was really impressed with it. It exceeded expectations, like I say. I think it's got a great mouthfeel, great depth, great richness. It's smooth. Not really. It's a high ABV, rich smoothness.
Now, by depth, what are you getting in depth? Because I don't get a long finish. I'm not getting a lot of transitions from flavor to flavor. I get cinnamon and corn.
The depth, to me, I mean, it's to me, it's packed in there, though. I mean, all of that. It's rich. It's taken over the mouth. It's got a nice finish. It's still kicking in. It moves from the front of the mouth into the gums, the back. Now it's just back there. It's starting to burn a little bit. That alcohol ABV into the throat. And like I say, to me, this comes off. If someone told me this was 12 years old, I'd be like, man, taste it. I gave it 92.
Because of the ABV being high, and I like the ABV, and it does bring that a little bit more of the velvetiness. To me, it doesn't seem as dimensional as I thought it might be. 89. And maybe 88. I don't know why you think that's funny.
That's so weird.
That's not weird. I expected more.
What do you have on your palate? You got something on your palate?
Nope. I tried, I had some Mirador from Balcones a little bit earlier when I was doing a live board game show. But I just told you, the finish is short. I get the cinnamon up front. I do get a velvety mouthfeel. It's a lighter on that. And then it moves into those sweet corn movements. But it doesn't give me anything else. The ABV is nice. I actually thought, and I think the first few drops of water did bring out a little bit more flavor. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll add a little bit more. And then, no. The finish now is a little bit, I still get a little bit of that caramel note in the finish. And I was thinking, well, maybe it needs to open up some more. But then you were really like, woo. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm not getting all that. That solidified it even more for me. Because you were getting all that. I'm like, no, I'm not getting that. I was actually thinking, well, we just literally, did you have this open earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's had a chance to open.
Mm-hmm.
You opened it yesterday?
Last week.
Wow, it should have plenty of time to open. Because I was thinking, well, maybe it hasn't been open. And then I saw it was down even a little bit. So again, it's not bad, but I was surprised by the regular Larceny release. I had low expectations. Here I came in, I think, with higher expectations. I wouldn't put this anywhere near the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, not even close, which is why it's an 88. It's firmly dropped to an 88 for me now. So it's nowhere near an Elijah Craig, except with the labeling.
The batch numbers?
Mm-hmm.
$60. Yeah, worth it.
Now that's good. 60's worth it, but I'm hearing that it's hard to find as it being allocated places.
Yeah.
I would not pay more than $60 for this. $60 is a great price point. Jumping it up $40 from the regular Larceny. I think you have the Larceny, don't you?
No, I do not.
Well, then I might have one
That's
sitting
right.
back there. But, okay. We'll move on. I'd love to do this straight to the Larceny comparison because, again, surprised by the regular Larceny, underwhelmed by this one. And you're laughing at me, but I'm just telling you what it is.
Yeah.
So
we're going to turn the camera off, and I'll pour a little Elijah Craig barrel proof next to it for you. You're going to be
why
like,
don't you
okay,
leave it
these are
on?
pretty close.
Leave it on.
Ah.
I got ECBP. I got more than enough over there. I would not go out and buy this unless it was 50. Scotch It. You Scotch gods.
Well, I was debating, do you want to do it?
Get it.
Or do you want to
now they want to see it. Didn't know your phone was there. All right, so here we go.
Bart, so here's my prediction. Bart's going to pour these side by side, and he's going to say there's not that much difference.
Tell him this bad boy is a whiskey killer.
My memory's better than Bart's. That's what
Your
I'm saying.
memory is, but sometimes I think your taster. All right.
Elijah Craig maybe does look a
Look at
little
that.
darker in the glass.
Just nose those two.
I'm not touching it.
Nose it. You don't have to touch it. We need to do a noser where you're blindfolded and you just nose them instead of tasting them. We'll do that.
Larceny's got a better nose.
Oh my God, no, it does not. Not even close. Ah,
He pulled out B517, so that's a 2 years old. Good Lord, you don't drink very much of that. 62.1%.
it's because it's so much better.
Well, you got like 10 bottles of it, though.
Yeah.
So hand me a little glass, another glass I'll pour.
Yeah.
But don't touch. You had your fingers all over the lid.
I don't have the disease.
Yeah.
You know, back in the old days, sometimes you got purposely exposed and then went into quarantine. Yeah.
When did that ever happen?
Well, we used to do it. You'd get exposed to like a mild version. Like the pox, they actually use cowpox. And they would infect you with the cowpox because it wouldn't get you as bad as the human version.
Like I suspected, Elijah Craig is better. That's what I said, though. But the Larceny is along those lines.
You said I was going to come out and go, ah.
No, it's close. It's closer than what you're saying. You're saying the Larceny is subpar. Didn't exceed expectations.
I did not say subpar. I said I think my expectations were high and it didn't quite hit what I thought it was going to be. And the regular Larceny, I had low expectations and it did exceed those. That's what I said. Now,
They're close. The Elijah Craig is
it's
better.
high proof. So
The Elijah Craig is better. I figured it would be.
why though?
But the Larceny is more along those lines, if you ask me. The Larceny surprised me just as the depth and the richness of it.
I don't know. I think what it is for me, this is me guessing. I like rye. There's no rye here.
Gotcha. That could
There
be.
is rye here. I can still taste it.
You
It gives
get
me a touch of pepper. It
you
gives
get-
me a lot more
You do
depth.
get a little bit more of the rye spice.
And that's, I think, what I'm missing when I'm going head to head with these. Whereas the wheat usually gives me a lighter floral sense. I think the proof drowns out that wheat subtleties a little bit. A wheater is usually, I like wheaters. Makers, I like the wheaters, but they're usually they've got a subtle feel to them. And I'm not sure because I don't like the Maker's Mark cast strength as much as the regular markers, as well as the regular Makers. And I'm wondering if that's what's going on here.
Even with water, and I put quite a bit more water in the Larceny than I did the Elijah Craig. Both very nice, but
I believe it's rye. I think it's the rye difference and the rye standing out in the Elijah Craig. That's, if I were to guess, that would be the difference. So, all right, Scotch It. Scotch It. You Scotch It.
now you know the rest of the story. Sláinte, dummies.